The child welfare system is sort of designed to look at children at risk, and then worst case scenarios, they are apprehended and placed either, hopefully with family members, extended family, or a foster home or a group home type situation to get them out of immediate danger. And then that's followed up usually by a plan of care for the parent or guardian to resolve whatever issues there may have been, and then eventually get the children back into their family, into their First Nations. Oftentimes, though, that doesn't happen, and children spend years, sometimes decades, in the child welfare system. That's not good for them, and that's not good for the families. So we're hoping that we can get significant reforms implemented that'll change that system. And we know that First Nations children are the most overrepresented segment in the child welfare system, and we're hopeful that we can reduce those, and hopefully for finally to end discrimination against First Nations children, which has been there for quite some time. Sagoli sogwek te waslagit ni yongets. Otayuni ni wigitalodo onya aga ne wagahonjoda. Greetings, everyone. My name is Grand Chief Joel Abram. My Oneida name is Dewansla Gate from the Wolf Clan, from the Oneida Nation, currently Grand Chief of the Association of Iroquois and Allied Indians, and a social portfolio for the Chiefs of Ontario. Some of the real-world issues that child welfare services have faced is a severe lack of underfunding and basic discrimination, and also targeting of First Nations children by children's aid societies. And so that was the basis of the Human Rights Tribunal decision, which did find that there was discrimination against First Nations children in the child welfare system. So that's led to a whole bunch of reforms, including we're going to be looking at a reformation of the 1965 Indian Welfare Agreement. It's led to Bill C-92, which recognizes First Nations jurisdiction over child welfare. And now we're looking to have a final settlement agreement, which will settle all the orders from the tribunal on the child welfare issues. A lot of people don't know who their birth family was, or even what First Nation that they came from. And that shouldn't be the situation for anybody. Hopefully in the future, kids don't have to leave their community, and they can still maintain connections to their family and also maintain connections to their culture and their language, and be able to partake in ceremonies. All those things should never be taken away from any child. I think the most important change in the child welfare system that'll improve the lives of children is having more of a First Nation jurisdiction over the whole issue, so that First Nations can come up with their own child welfare laws. And then it can integrate their culture, their language, and their customs into that law. Looking at extended family, looking at customary care, and looking at proper resourcing of agencies, prevention services, and band representative programs as well. So there's a whole suite of things we hope will really lower the amount of children that have to go into care in the future. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a good deal. It's not a perfect deal by any means, but it's a lot better than we would get by just relying on the tribunal orders alone. For instance, there's a significant housing component that wasn't part of the orders. That's going to be part of the deal. Also, post-majority services for when children age out of the system, that wasn't part of the orders. And so that's part of the deal as well. And so we're hopeful that these additions will help make things a lot better overall